Sentimental things are my weakness. I kind of just move things from one place to another, and then I don't really end up using the things, and then it just stays there as clutter. It's more likely that I won't even miss it. So, okay. Am I sad about this? I'm kind of sad. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a decluttering video. We are going to tackle baby stuff and baby clothes. We ended up buying a lot of stuff. We didn't end up using everything, so it's just been sitting there, festering in a corner, ready for me to tackle finally. I will have an essentials video that I will link down below of the bare minimum things that we did use. Let's get started. Okay, so let's start with this top layer. I always get like this when I'm decluttering. I just end up not getting rid of much. I kind of just move things from one place to another, and then I don't really end up using the things, and then it just stays there as clutter. So I'm gonna try to be a bit more ruthless. Great. Alright, so let's try and deal with this area next. I feel like this is almost just for the parents to enjoy. This one is definitely too big, but it's definitely going to be helpful next winter. Socks is another one of those things where we just do not use it, but they are so cute. If it's a bit longer, then there's more of a chance that they can stay on his feet. Short pairs of socks are gonna go. These are definitely gonna stay. This egg temperature thing, it was handy initially when I was doing bed sharing. Over time, I just followed my intuition and I guess just common sense. This is one of those things where I bought it, didn't use it because silverettes and breast milk actually was the way to go. Silverettes, so helpful. These are some slow release teats. So all of this was way in the early days of establishing breastfeeding, but our little guy is having a hard time with car rides, so we are considering pumping and having some milk with us. Okay, so here we have got some nasal thingies, and we've got this little guy. We're just gonna keep that. I romanticize about the idea of doing these sorts of crafty things, but actually I just don't, and I think I need to accept that about myself. This was pretty cute. I don't know what is going on in here though. Footprints. I think that's all we've got. Do I really do this? Am I gonna wish that I had this? Sentimental things are my weakness. We're just gonna donate because I need to be ruthless. Yeah, let's do that. Can't live without doing this again. I can just get another one, but it's more likely that I won't even miss it. So, okay. These were handy because when I was kind of stuck in bed with the baby, my husband, if I needed him for something, we walkie-talkied each other. Onesies, definitely a necessity, but he has pretty much outgrown these guys. Am I sad about this? I'm kind of sad. Let's just zip these up. nursing cover, so we shall keep that. Okay, so what I've got so far is current things to potentially use in the future, and then this is if we have another baby that we found definitely useful. Okay, so next up we've got clothes, which isn't all of his clothes from when he was born up until I think like 6 months. His current clothes are actually in the other room. I did declutter in here a tiny bit the other day, so this was actually in here 0 to 3 months, which is just chaos in here, which I'm gonna go through. His current clothing with a little bit of summer clothing mixed in there, so let's go through those now. It's hard to part with cute things, but it must be done. This is good for me. This is good for my brain. So I'm still very much learning what is and isn't useful, especially seasonally. What's hard as well is that they do say like, 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months. They vary so much between brands. I kind of need to just compare the different clothing brands between each other, layer them from like the top and the below crotch area down here, which is very time consuming. So in here, 3 to 6 months. Yeah, we've got his next pair of wonder suits. He's definitely living in these guys. Clothing, not so much, which is why I'm happy to kind of just have a couple of cute little outfits, but otherwise onesies has just been very easy for our family. I feel like two long sleeves that may or may not go underneath, kind of like these romper style things, is the way to go. These onesies are definitely way too big for him, and it's not the season anyways for these onesies, so I'm just gonna pop them in here, and also his swimming stuff. And then the rest of these guys can go in the everyday to-day wear because it's very easy. Okay, so just a recap of what I did in here. We've essentially just got one box of baby stuff that we're going to continue using. We're still trying to figure out what he likes and what he doesn't like. Kind of like these little shakers and these bits that were all on either this arch or this arch. Found that with this arch, yeah, he's just outgrown it because he's starting to roll. I just want him to be able to have the freedom, but these are very much entertaining for him still, so we're gonna keep those. So one of the things that I've realized about children's clothing, at least for our family, is that when they are little, they pretty much, like I said, live in onesies. So clothing items like these, although very cute, they kind of just take up space. Now I'm just going to organize these by size. Okay, so we've basically got bigger size overalls here, rompers and short sleeves, onesies and things like that. He might be too big for these by the time summer or like the warmer months come around, but just in case. I'm gonna pop this underneath this because these guys are just a little bit thicker, so maybe used a bit sooner. Now let's see what we've got here. Cloth diapers, haven't used it. Does anyone else just keep lots of bags and boxes and things? Because it's almost like I'm organized, but I'm not. Oh, this is something that we bought and I have never used that. Never actually used these guys because we have the electric ones. Not gonna use these guys. Little toothbrush, probably for way later when he's a little bit older. Bin bags for when we're on the go, so this is more for backup. Okay, so this is from the other room. I just wanted to show you what we've got so far. So this is the electrical nail file that I was talking about. The suctioning nose booger sucker thing. Got the box for it here. So these are kind of like his hygiene slash his monitor when we go traveling. It's really easy to just chuck everything in this box. We know that we've got it all, and then yeah, just take this with us. That's what that is. So super simple and minimal. We've basically just got the pump here, and in here it's pretty much just empty space. As you can see, there is a lot of white space, and the reason why it's a lot easier to have more space than I need to start off with and just declutter as much as possible. It's not really necessary to fill all of the spaces. It's kind of like that notion of the more space you have, the more you're just gonna fill it. When we have more blank space to work with, it just makes it a lot easier to put additional things and upcoming things that we do need in there. It kind of feels a little bit incomplete in a sense, but given the fact that that area was completely cluttered for nearly half a year, I am not complaining about staring at something that is just like clean and minimal and simple and not much happening at all. So I consider that a win. So these are the items that I'm definitely not going to use with this baby again. This is for very early breastfeeding times. These are clothes that are, just a bit too small for him now. And I've already explained that bit. So these guys are good to go away in storage. Okay guys, so that was exhausting but definitely rewarding. I have been meaning to get that done for nearly half a year now, so I'm really glad that it is done. It ended up taking me pretty much the whole day. In this season of my life, being a mom has really helped my struggles with being able to prioritize and to initiate tasks and to just like get stuff done, because I just have to, and the perfectionistic part of my brain as well, where done is better than perfect. The whole rest of the room is still, there's stuff to organize. At least we got the baby stuff done in this video, which I am super happy about. Thanks again for watching. I hope you got to declutter a few things as well, or you are about to, and I will see you guys in the next video.